Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's got some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Motion, motion, pop, pop, pop. Check 26, check 26. Hatchet, jam, 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 jam.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And some space here. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell, 66 yards. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a first and 10 at their own 23. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Great. No, they kill it. They force Tokyo. Check 15. Check 15.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Aguilar has it. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Wentz now to throw. This one complete to Sproles. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Wentz. For the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
We're good.
Wentz now on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 26 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Here we go. Keep going, man.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll give this to Bell running right. Finding room at the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think
under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And we got to get to the ball, G. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Go,
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
80 weapon. Crash. Buzz.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Ertz over the middle. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Check.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Man 5-7.
Slam.
Wentz now on first down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, wahoo!
53, Mike.
No gain on this. Sunday.
53.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Kill.
Check. 53, check 53. I'm coming.
From his end zone, it's Wentz on 3rd and long. And this is caught by Jackson. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. On first down, Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Great 15.
From the gun, it's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New York set to take the field. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Wentz going to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Wentz. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. 51 yards on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. A final shot before the break. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Bell. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Catanzaro now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The tackle there by Brian Poole. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
They go with Howard again, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Topper!
Kill. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
You must be dreaming.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. Incomplete.
Wentz's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Running from the gun with Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
53's the mic. 53 is the mic.
Lefty. Great 57.
Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got?
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
They run with Howard. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
With the score, all time.
Here we go. Back. Waiting.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. He's coming.
Hey, stand. Hey, Ford, Tokyo.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's what I'm talking about.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Bell running left. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check. Motion to backfield.
Hey, Delta.
54.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. 67 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Chandler checking 0 to kick off for the Jets.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
General West. 5'9".
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Right here. 54. 54 is Mike. Check.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. Aguilar has it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's Wentz to throw. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Wentz now on 1st down. Ertz has it left side.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Hey, Ford, don't kill.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Here we go.
Mike, 53. Mike.
82.
53 is the Mike. 53.
Hey, Zoo.
I got one.
Back to throw. Wentz. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
Kill. 25. Check 25.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Try to punch it in with Howard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on them, it'd be up in the 300s right now.
Watch the curl. Hey, lady. Shoot.
Hey, nice 7.
Darnold now to throw. incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for a Nunwa there, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the New York Jets. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest, though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike.
Outside.
3 bucks.
Kill.
Inside.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
We go, sign.